Premiership clubs are now everybody is probably afraid because adding Gundogan to this Manchester City team will make them more strong. Remember that Manchester City are gunning for the 5th Premier League title in a row. Adding Gundogan will boost them for them to achieve that powerful achievement because Gundogan to Manchester City, when the news broke yesterday, everybody was surprised, and Pep has already said yes, that he is going to be moving to Manchester City. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Volt Sports on Volt 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the guys in the studio to discuss all that and other transfers that is happening in the EPL and outside the English Premier League. Good morning, John. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning, fans.
Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Good morning, listener.
Okay, guys. I remember we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. When you go there, probably drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio, and we are going to open the phone lines for you to call us to tell us if you think that your club have done enough for them to challenge for the Premier League this season. Okay, guys, let's start with the big one. Now, officially, Pep have said yes to Gundogan to come back to Manchester City. If you look at that deal, if you look at the setup of Manchester City, last game they didn't even play Rodri in that midfield. Now they are bringing back their main, I won't call him the main guy, but an important guy that helped them win that Premier League, the Champions League, and the FA Cup, that treble. Now he is coming back on free transfer. They are not going to pay anything. He's going to come back to Manchester City. Adding John, you are a City fan, so adding Gundogan to this City team, is it going to make them strong enough? They are the favorite to win the Premier League. It's fair to everybody, but does it boost them even more for them to retain this Premier League and probably the Champions League again?
Of course it does. It does because City are a phenomenal side. Everybody in the world knows that, and we are on the top of that. But adding Gundogan to the mix only takes it another level higher, makes it tougher, makes it sweeter for citizens around the world watching the club. I saw a comment by Guardiola about Rico Lewis saying he was the Swiss Army knife, junior Swiss Army knife, but Gundogan actually is the main Swiss Army knife because he brings different dimensions to the game. He helps the team. He scores important goals when the time comes, when he's needed. He's always there to stand up and be counted. And he brings another side out of Bernardo Silva. We saw some Bernardo Silva against Chelsea. He was a savage to behold, able to spot passes. He's able to make big contributions. So yes, with Gundogan in the side, they have a real shot at winning the Champions League this season in a row.
5 in a row. Okay. If you look at that deal, I saw we also saw Manchester City play in the weekend, and I won't call it a complete side, but having Silva there, Kovacic, and all these midfielders, even they have other midfielders. That this guy from Wolves that they don't even play at all.
Yeah,
Nunes, yes. So now they're adding Gundogan to this team. I think this is the final year of Pep before he's probably negotiate another contract or probably leave Manchester City, but nobody knows. But he said he wants to stay. That's his plan. But Pep might leave anytime. But do you think that he probably is bringing this guy back, probably to do one more Champions League and Premier League before probably he leaves England?
I think the target now is to get the Champions League, not the Premier League anymore, because he's dominated the Premier League. He's turned the Premier League into Farmers League. Sorry to say that, but it pains me to say that he's turned the Premier League into the Farmers League, where one person is just dominating. For the past 5 years, only one team could take a trophy out of him, and that's maybe Liverpool also. And after that, he's going 4 in a row, and he's about to go. And everybody is thinking chance of him going 5 in a row. I think Gundogan coming back is a light to get in the second Champions League. And if he does that, it's over for the Man United that kept singing that they are the biggest club in England and Liverpool, because if he stays extra after Champions League again, he wants to stay extra and see if he can get another Champions League. And that's the end of it for many of the coaches in the Premier League. And Liverpool and Man United that have 3 and 5. It's over for them.
Yeah, Man have 20 Premier League. Come on.
It's not about the Premier League. I'm talking about the Champions League.
The Champions League, okay.
He gets the Champions League because this is the target. Now, Gundogan coming back, it's him. They've conquered the Premier League. It's them aiming for the Champions League. And if he comes back, Man United should just perhaps stop singing their League and Liverpool could stop singing, because if he gets another 5-year contract, Liverpool's 5 Champions League title, he's coming for it, man.
Okay. There's this debate that is going on online.
Yeah.
People are now comparing Pep Guardiola to Alex Ferguson. Do you think if he wins this next one, and if he does 5 in a row, that he is probably the greatest Premier League manager?
Alex Fergie never did 4 in a row, for crying out loud.
Mm.
Well,
So,
if you look at it, Ferguson
he's
did that
already,
after.
Ferguson
he's
almost
already in a
did.
league of his own.
Ferguson almost did 4 in a row, but there was a man then that gave him a headache, a very tough headache then. And that man gave him that headache for about 10, 20 years. And that's Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger came in and won, I think, 3 Premier League titles.
Yeah,
and
but
every
he's
time he
always-
does a double,
Yeah,
Wenger
every
wins
one.
Then he
So,
comes back and win another one.
two, then Wenger is there to stop him. Like,
Then
no, I can't let it. But
you
in the
do
Premier
another-
League this season, there's nobody. I'm not seeing any smart coach there tough enough to challenge Pep. I'm sorry to say this to all the Man United fans. Chelsea, in short, Chelsea is not out of the race. Leave them. Even the Mikel Arteta, I'm not seeing any team ready to spend money on quality players, not just players that could come and play the ball, but players that are smart enough on the ball, and players that give you, because we're talking about Gundogan's impact now. I said this about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that sometimes I don't see Kevin De Bruyne perform wonderful except Gundogan is on the pitch. Like, it brings a different light to Kevin's performance. And if you have him back in that team, it means you have to see another 17-year-old Kevin De Bruyne running around, creating those chances, making those runs into the final third, and getting that final passes in. Because Gundogan is there to step up the attacking 4, because he's always there to tell them where to position themselves, so Kevin can send that pass in. And the way he sends his pass to Kevin, I don't understand. It's like there's this telepathic communication between them that, oh, I'm running this way, send the pass in front of me, let me give it to this guy that's in this other side. So with these guys now, the competition between him, if you come back, the competition between the debate, I wouldn't say is going to be a tough one, because it's easy for me to say. He said Pep is already on the race of his own, but what this guy did in his time, I didn't see any manager do. Stop Aberdeen, like with Aberdeen, what he did with Aberdeen, and before coming down to Manchester United, I think that set him on the league of his own already. So I think these two managers are on different leagues of their own.
But I think okay, generally in the Premier League it's going to be hard, because we're having comments here on our Facebook. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. There, drop your comments. We're having some comments here. Amechi is saying you can't compare Alex Ferguson with Pep Guardiola. How? He's saying how we outside. I think he's talking. He wants to call in. Amechi is our fan from outside the country, so I think we have to make a provision for that to happen. Okay, Amechi, we are going to work on that. We'll work on that for our fans outside Nigeria. Remember, from tomorrow for you to call in to the show. Okay, staying with Pep. Personally, I think that when Pep retires, he's going to be probably the greatest manager
of all time.
Nobody's going to touch that, because if you compare the titles he have won, with England, with Spain, I think he's
even in Germany too.
He surpasses Ferguson.
Don't count Ferguson's trophy, because at Aberdeen, Ferguson was a different manager. In Scottish League, he was something else after he left there. It was when Ferguson left Scotland League that was started seeing the likes of Celtic and Rangers dominate now. Come on. Are you guys forgetting that if I call now, they will say it's olden days. In the 80s,
You're
in
talking
the
about
90s,
the dark ages in football.
it's not about
now.
dark ages. It's still
but it is
it's still the
because
same record, because you're talking about what Pep did in Spain. What Pep did in Spain was also in the dark ages.
It's
what
not,
Pep did
because
in
what Pep did in Spain is just barely how many decades away now.
It's up to 1 decade now. It's 2 decades,
It's
maybe.
not up to 2 decades.
He left about
relative.
2013. So
let's leave that guy. Let's leave the debate now. But one of these days, when he retires, he have not retired. So
Yeah.
he has about maybe 10, 15 years for him. Well, am I saying 20 years probably to? Okay, let's say 15 years for him to.
10 max.
It's not for you to say though. It's up
10
to the
max,
man.
come
And
on.
if he
I remember
feels
now-
good to go, yes, he can continue.
Okay, let's see how it goes now.
Okay,
Let's see how it goes.
let's see when he retires. Probably can debate about that. Okay, have one comment here on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Bowe is saying Gundogan coming back is rubbish. Why did he leave in the first place, and what happens to the current midfielders who can't get even a game time? Well, they have to manage. Pep is trying to win 15 in a row, so you will not bother about that. Okay, let's move over from Manchester City, because if they bring in Gundogan, probably they are going to probably be in the front row to win the Premier League again. It's going to be hard. Okay, and Cletus will be from our YouTube channel is saying, I can't wait to have Gundogan back at City. So
Yes, please.
everybody is waiting for him to come back. Okay, let's see what happens with Gundogan and City. City. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Ike from Suka.
Okay, Ike, what's your contribution?
Gonna come to Man City. It's not to do anything. I don't see him. He's a good player, but that was then.
Okay, that was.
I never had anything for what Man City doing now.
Oh, okay.
And I don't see Man City carrying this league.
Oh, wow.
That. I think you some of our colleagues there calling Gazol as a coach of all time. You know, pass Atlotio.
Okay,
come on.
We are going to debate that.
Come
later.
on.
I thought he's chairman, so he follow Atlotio.
Okay, let's see what happens when Guardiola retires. We'll know how many titles. I think based on the number of titles won, I think he probably is top 5.
By a long shot.
No. Ancelotti has. If you're talking about Real Madrid, I think Ancelotti. I understand where he's coming from. I saw a news report the other day, and by the record that Ancelotti has kept for Real Madrid, I think Real Madrid are not singing him enough praises because he's one of the most underrated coaches.
The only record Ancelotti has over Pep in the Champions League. When it comes to
not really. I'm not saying both of them. I'm just saying I understand his pride, but I'm just saying as a Real Madrid coach, he's not giving enough light because he has 14 trophies as a Real Madrid coach, and other people have like 10, 8. Zidane has only 3 of 7. And yet, Zidane's praises is being sung ahead of Ancelotti. So but I'm not going to put him and Pep in the same category because this man has done different. What I think Champions League in clubs that you didn't expect to win Champions League.
Bro, it's just one club for crying out loud.
No, not one club.
You have AC Milan, you have Real Madrid,
you have
name me another one, Inter Milan.
Yes, he's gone to Bayern Munich. He's won trophies there.
Let's talk league titles, man. Let's talk league titles across
you
Europe.
You can still talk league titles. He's got some league titles as well.
Yes.
In Spain.
What does he have in England?
See,
What does he have in England?
One Premier League with Chelsea.
What?
Continue.
Look at Pep. La Liga,
Four.
you gone to Bundesliga,
Two.
come to Premier League,
4.
back to back. Name me one who's done it.
Okay,
I'm just saying he's
Okay,
just.
guys.
I understand
That's all you need to know.
Let's leave that debate. Probably one of these days we'll talk about who will think that is the greatest manager of all time. People will say Pep, and people might say other coaches are on the list. But let's see how that happens. Okay, let's move away from Manchester City now. Chelsea are beginning to let go of players. Breuer is going to be leaving. He's going to go into Ipswich. So they are now gradually letting go of players because remember they have almost 40-something players on their list. So they are trying to offload as many as possible in the last 7 days of the window. So Breuer going to Ipswich, good deal for him, John.
For him, yes, but for Chelsea, no, because that should have been a player that they keep in the side.
No, but just about Felix.
You do not, excuse me for crying out loud, man. Come on, let's not do this morning. It's too early to start raising up dust this morning. You have Armando Breuer, you have a talented striker who's been proven in the La Liga, in the Serie A. Bro, if you go to the Serie A and you do well, please, you can start in any team in England. You know, Chelsea do not literally value the players they have through the youth setup. They never have and they never will. It's one lesson that will be cardinal to their results in Europe and in the Premier League. We can just go and look at Liverpool Salah. Look at Kevin De Bruyne and the likes.
Tomari and the rest. But if you look at Chelsea, you say, which of the academy player don't come play for that fit? Except JT. I can't name any other player from the top of my head. Aside from JT, John Terry, and he went on to be a fantastic captain for them. But outside JT, who else has come up from the ranks, came to the first team, and is now sung as one of the club's legend?
It's hard, man.
It's impossible to name 2. It's close to impossible to name 2, and it's a problem because every time you keep buying these young players, you infuse them into the young team, and you groom them to play for the senior team, and yet at the end of the day, none of them excels in the senior team. And look at Conor Gallagher now. The fans base is singing the song. But the club don't need him.
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Kenneth.
Ken-
Calling from Enugu.
Okay, Kenneth from Enugu. What is your contribution, Kenneth?
Okay. John, you are talking about Ancelotti. Come on. You can't count off him. Ancelotti is the only manager that has won the top 5 leagues. Do you know about
Yes. We know
Except
that.
England.
Top
Okay,
five.
sorry,
Yeah,
yeah,
top five. You
yeah.
want top five? Yes.
English Premier League with Chelsea?
Mm-hmm.
They won
Understood.
the top 5 leagues. He's the only that have brought that.
Yes.
So if I can't count for Ancelotti, I mean, what he has done is like unbreakable.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Good morning.
It's a message to Pep. Pep, leave Man City, go to PSG.
See,
Pep,
Papa has done it
Pep, leave Man
all
City, go
around
to
the world, and
PSG.
he doesn't need to prove anything to anybody.
That was what they
Simple.
said about the other coach. And after he left Barca, we no see him leg for match again. They see and score only 10 goals in 4 seasons. But let's no, I didn't say let's not get into a long debate. Let's move on to the show.
Let's move on because I know that this Pep thing it's okay. Let's take this call from hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good
How you
morning.
guys doing?
Good morning. Name and
Good
location,
morning.
please.
This is Amici.
I'm Mechi. I'm calling
Glad to have
from.
you here.
Yeah, Amici calling from UK.
Oh, wow.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have you on the show.
What's your contribution, Amechi?
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, you guys have finally hung the money just
You the stubborn. You say, you have to just do it for you. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, that's good. So I want to say this, John. I be there. Am I? That's the name, right? John.
Yes,
Yes.
John.
The Man City fan.
Yes,
Yes.
that's his name.
Reporting live and direct.
Why are you always sentimental when it comes to Man City?
Okay.
Why are you? When it comes to Man City, you forget everything football. You forget everything. How can you be arguing about Pep Guardiola and Ancelotti? How can you be arguing? When the Pep started coaching, when Ancelotti started coaching, Pep was still drinking pap somewhere.
No,
He was learning how to win, how to coach. And when they're calling record, you are just mentioning Ancelotti have won the league in all the leagues he has played. He has coached both in England, both in Italy.
Okay.
And when it comes to you'll be saying man, calm down, John. You're always sentimental when it comes to matches. Calm down. No sentiment to me. Let's talk football. Leave Man City. We know Man City is a good team. We know Pep is a good coach. But let's talk football. Don't be sentimental about your club.
Yeah.
Let's talk football.
Okay.
Gundogan coming back to Man City is also good. Two ways. One is he's bringing the winning mentality back to Man City. Second, he's coming to add the experience back in the midfield.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be that strong as much. He will be adding that much energy. Maybe just bring the likes of Modric. Look at Modric kind of experience in the midfield. I don't expect him to be playing all the matches in every game in City.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
And once again, thank you for thank you for providing the means for us to call from outside there. At least we'll keep in touch now.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Have a lovely day, Amici.
Yeah.
Okay, that is Amici. I found from from the UK. From the UK. Okay, guys, let's continue. Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, have some comments here. I'm going to be reading. Amechi is saying not only Real Madrid, AC Milan, Chelsea, Milan, to mention, and many to mention. He's talking about Ancelotti, and Bro is saying, please, comparing Ancelotti and Pep is an insult. Mm. Just Amechi is saying John is very sentimental when it comes to Manchester City. He forgets everything. And Anacletus Obi is saying, Mr. Godwin, please don't bring the Messi good thing. When he joined PSG, who was his coach? Anti Pochettino. Man has won the World Cup, 2 Copa America, Olympics, Youth World Championship on that.
Nobody brought up the debate now. I'm just saying. I'm
people
just
are there to
saying.
check
He's
in. Yes,
saying,
you want to.
he's also saying Messi is the GOAT, and I see him as undisputed. So
Undisputed, no
when
doubt.
he retires, that one, I think that's going to be one of the debates people are going to talking about. He's still playing, and so people don't want to actually venture into that. Okay, we are talking about Chelsea offloading. They are offloading, going to offload the whole of players. They are going to be offloading Sterling. Lukaku obviously is going to go to Napoli because after this deal is completed today, or Joao Felix deal and Connor deal,
Yeah.
after he finish the deal is finished, they will just move on over to offloading Lukaku. So Chelsea is trying to offload as so many players as possible. So, but Brian going to Ipswich, I think it's good for him. He's going to be playing because I saw their game in the weekend. They have this I think it's the one tall striker that he can't even run. So probably when he goes there, probably he's going to be playing.
I feel like this is as a result of Italian strikers, or perhaps strikers that are played in Serie A are not performing well in the Premier League. Case study, Gianluca Scamacca and some other names I don't want to mention now. But look at it now. Breuer has done well. He wasn't there on a permanent deal. He was there on loan. Different loan spells. AC Milan, Roma, and the rest of all the other teams he's gone to. Now, Ipswich needs a striker if they'll be hitting on the break. And I believe Ipswich is the type of team that want to play on, perhaps they are not good. They want to conserve their energies, what's it called now? Absorb pressure and hit on the break. This is what they want to do to survive the Premier League this season. Then maybe from next season they can start matching each of the Premier League teams blow for blow. But for now, we need pacey players, and pacey players to be a good addition for Ipswich Town. But we lose out because now they are going to let out this player that has this and pay heavy money.
Yeah.
They have heavy money already for Joao Felix.
No, not even for Joao Felix. They'll pay heavy money for Victor Osimhen. And now start giving him, because normally he's not going to come into the Premier League and start firing immediately. They will start waiting patiently for him to get into the team, fit into the style of play before he starts firing
It's crazy,
on all cylinders. And I'll say this, it's poor mentality from both the Chelsea fan base and the board.
Let's see what Chelsea is going to be doing, because they are always in the news every day. One thing's happening at Chelsea. There is no dull moment at Chelsea. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Remember, guys, the number to call is 0706 048 5853. Let's talk about this small rumor. Just in passing, let's not dwell on it.
We're
please,
not going
guys.
to dwell on it.
Please. There's this rumor that Chelsea will make
seems to
make probably a move for Sancho before the window ends. I know that one is a rumor. Chelsea has been buying. They have bought almost all the wingers, but this rumor came out yesterday. But do you think there is anything in this rumor? Because as you used to say, once there is a rumor, there is a ton of truth in the rumor. Like probably somebody has heard something or have seen something. So do you think that it's something that could mature?
I think for once Chelsea should do what Man U has done for them. Man U have taken Mount off their hand for 60 million or 50 million.
50 plus.
So would it be so bad if Chelsea return the favor?
Just help us. Help a brother Chelsea. as we are exchanging, as they're
And-
exchanging, what's it called, beat part players.
As Igwe Vitaly said, he's helped.
Help
he's
Man U,
helped
Arsenal. So
To make it help Chelsea.
make it help Man U again. Make it collect from Man U this time around. Get away the Zinda of Man.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello?
Good morning. Name and location, please. Hello, we can't hear you properly. Probably network. Number to call again is 0706 048 5853. So I think that's just a bit of a rumor, because when I saw that news yesterday, I was like, waiting Chelsea won't come do with another winger when they have all these wingers that they're not even playing, Madueke, Modric and all that. So I think probably it's, somebody is trying to cook up
I think
something.
this is as a result of Sancho not being welcomed. Forget what they say in the
True talk,
media.
man. True
Forget
talk.
what they say in the media. Forget what the coach comes and smiles to the media and says Sancho is not being welcomed back in that dressing room. The dressing room around him right now is toxic and
Yeah.
he's not welcome there. And I think it's just a way of raising dust so you can get, maybe, I don't know, get something out of
Somebody
it,
to
something's
buy it.
interest.
Yeah,
So
baiting other teams.
because
Yeah.
I think at some point they wanted to use him. There was a rumor that he was going to be used as a swap deal for
Yes.
Ugarte. Now there is rumors that this other team wants to sign another midfielder from Man United. And what's it called? Burnley. So it will be another interesting deal to ignore Ugarte deal and perhaps use him as a swap deal for Alexander Burge. So rumors just keep arising when it comes to Man United
They want to sell him
academy
somehow.
product and Chelsea. So make the just sell him. 9 be the team.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, name and- Good. Okay. Oh, okay. What is your name? Friday. Oh,
Okay.
oh, okay. What is your
Welcome.
contribution?
My brother, thank you, Sancho. Sancho, what a boy. Because that's a long time for that place. That's a long time. So, why you want to go ahead make the guy come? Make a hand on somebody guy. You know somebody guy too much. Maybe the boss, the hand, no one to die. So, make we help the guy. So, I want to hear about you. I think they are coming to Chelsea now.
Yes, after Joao Felix deal, probably now start talking about Lukaku and Osimhen, how they are going to sort out that deal.
I think Felix have already come now.
Yes. So it's now Osimhen's deal that are going to working in.
Okay, so we have to enter top four. Forget about what is going top four. So what kind of system? Why is going down? We go see another people just why
Okay.
is it go down? If we see my come and we buy that policy, and we help you from my side. We have to help them. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see what happens with that deal with Chelsea and all that. They are trying to offload a whole lot of players, and let's see how this is going to happen. Hello. Good morning. Name and location, please.
I cover. That time we remain 7 days.
It's
10
10
10
days
days.
actually.
9 days. No be.
It's 10 days remaining in transfer window.
Okay, 10 days.
Yes, 10 days. Yes.
Yeah, let them do something fast. I beg. To get to see me. I don't know what's delaying that market.
Once they conclude this Felix deal, probably they will now move to Osimhen's deal.
Okay.
All right.
So your colleague saying that Gallagher is going out.
Who is that?
Yeah, Gallagher.
Gallagher. Yes.
Yes.
He's already in Spain now as we speak.
Okay. Gallagher is a good player, but cannot keep all those players
Yes.
because of
Wages.
financial fair play rule. They go enter the net. I think that I
Oh.
want to shoot them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move away from Chelsea. They have already concluded that deal for Joao Felix. Now they are going to be talking about Osimhen after that particular deal. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that call. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, I'm people on the line.
Ojukwu.
Yeah, from here, yes.
Okay, what's the contribution? Yes.
Yeah, this club are confused. You know, say when one is confused, don't know what we are doing.
Okay.
You know, only man I walk on that okay. Is it good? I can tell about all the players that are in the market. Don't I know you know how to, but don't train well. If you train well, Chelsea will come and sign you. Even if you don't want to go to Europe, they will come and to Europe. So everybody should be careful. All this corner, they are going around anybody that they will carry. Even if you are not useful for them, they are going to carry you. This one, I don't know. Let them go outside Puba and for Puba City. So they ban it, they will decide him and keep him. When his ban is over, they will start using him. They are buying everybody. So for Gondor, you know, Man City will not carry league this season. I must tell you, Man City will not carry league this season. So forget about Gondor and coming back Manchester City. Something in me is telling me that Manchester United is going to carry Premier League this season.
Oh wow.
Not me. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, in fact, just take it. Go and write this. You will see Manchester United is going to carry Premier League this season. So all these people busy buying player, but even the one they cannot use. I don't buy them. I don't know. Thank you, God bless. Oh, when they are not the coach here because very soon they will start they are going to start they are good to go to relegation. Every time we are good to go, they are good to go to relegation. So when they are needed,
All right.
Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's move away from Chelsea and other. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Alex, calling from Nightman.
Okay, Alex from Nightman. What is your contribution, Alex?
That man where they talk say na man you go carry league. Men go play am now. Men go give the man you the league now.
Man, it's a banter house in here.
Man you never see their period. Now on carry league. See their brother Chelsea na same thing all of them they do. Brothers and sisters. Conclusion, Chelsea go just be inside there, they do league, and they do say they want buy Osimhen, Arsenal just go their bag, go carry him.
I tell you.
I tell you. And if Arsenal carry him now, anything where they catch now, they collect.
But we don't think
Arsenal get everything.
I don't think Arsenal is going to buy a striker this season.
No need that striker Arsenal no get now. If they just get that striker now, just go Chelsea back now, go carry Osimhen, their eye go open.
Okay.
Whether the price person like now tomato they want buy from 50 naira.
All right.
All
right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move away from that. There are other players that is moving. Fulham has reached an agreement to sign Crystal Palace. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Christopher calling from Enugu State.
Okay, what is the contribution?
Please, my contribution question. I don't know what's happening. Yesterday, I heard the news about Mogati coming to Man United on loan. But when I was hearing your people's comment this morning, it's like it's not coming again or
They are still working on that deal. It's not yet concluded.
It's not concluded yet.
They are still talking about that deal.
Okay. About this, they are trying, they should buy the whole thing. When they buy everything, when the players having quarrel each other, then they think you know what to do.
Okay.
They want to buy Sancho. Okay. They don't come and carry Sancho, no problem. At least if Sancho they there, everybody will be there. They decide to the position to play, everybody will be a striker. That's my own to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Before you move out, I saw a message. Was it a quote was a tweet from Jimmy Carragher the other day? He said, what's it called? Joao Felix is here now. That it's not about where he's going to. It's not about where he's going to train or perhaps where he's going to play on the pitch. They were talking about where will he fit in the team, and they were like, I'm not worried about where he would fit on the team. I'm worried about where he would change in the dressing room. And I'm like, if you have 46 players in the team and you still want to sign more, where would these players change in the dressing room? Where will they train?
They create another
somewhere.
And some other person said it's not about. It seems the man thinks is the NFL. where you can have 53 players in a squad and you can go on to win the what they call the Super Bowl. But he doesn't know it's football where you can only play 11 and have 26 total players in your first team.
The funny thing for me is there's a limited number you can register for the Champions League.
Yes.
Also, another set you can register in the Premier League. And a lot of these recent players are still above the 21 gap. So it's crazy for me how they are going to fit everybody in. But I guess that's up to Maresca.
Okay, let's see what happens with Chelsea. Okay, let's take this final call before I will continue. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I cover.
Okay.
Okay.
It is man fan with the no tell person how go run his or her business. If you not get much to do business, go sit down now. Person they do carry on the progress, they get back eye on the person. If the person they fall, now his own money. They going to carry. Better people go check accurate malaria. They will carry leak.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's move away from all that. So let's give you other news that is happening around England. Fulham has reached the agreement to sign Crystal Palace Anderson for 30 million pounds. So they have agreed that deal. So he's going to be moving. Good deal. The guy is good. I like the guy. He's a good.
He's somebody that can play in defensive midfield and can play as a centre half. I think he's a good player. But Fulham are kind of building this season.
They are building.
I'm scared of what they might result to.
They are building. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please reduce the volume on your radio set, please.
I'm sorry. Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Coach Santos calling.
All right, continue. Your baby is already talking with us. Okay.
You see, thinking about this season, Gundogan coming to Man City is a welcome development because they have been missing him all this while. I know leaving him to move to Barcelona is a mistake from Gundogan. I mean, from Guardiola, and it affected him despite winning the league. You know, they win the league with hard labor. If not that, Arsenal just
Slept on
slowed down
Aston
their
Villa.
pedal. Yes, they could have won the league. You know, before that, even Liverpool was ahead of everybody. But they bottled it due to injury concern from Jota and the rest. So,
Yeah.
but Man City now trying to bring him back is a welcome development. And Chelsea signing players, maybe they have money. We need to praise them. But is coach to if it's an old coach, he can manage them. But this new coach should be confused because now we have to start learning their names. Me as a coach, sometimes when I have much players in my team, it gives me a lot of problems because I always need a little number so that I can manage them very well. For him being a new coach to these new players, it will get a problem because naming them you have to start learning the names first. Is a very big problem. Then trying to organize them into one place to make a first team is going to give me a problem. You look at first the other match against Man City, he was making sub from this. Then he make a mistake by removing this Lavia. Lavia is a very strong player there. But unfortunately for him, he pull him off, then he has a problem. So Chelsea, they have to be careful the way they sign. Not that they have money. Every other team have money, but they're always careful by signing players. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, other news that Everton have rejected. Okay, we talked about Fulham having an agreement to sign this Crystal Palace.
Anderson is just a good player for Fulham, but Fulham are building in a way that scares me.
I love how they are building.
No, but
Marco Silva has
it's
been in the Premier League for some time now, and I think he did the same massive signing for when he was at Everton and didn't really do well in that team, but he went on to become a better coach because when you fail the first time, you try again and you get success. I think he's beginning to get success at Fulham, and he's one of these coaches I have to look out for this season.
Okay, another news coming out from England is Everton have rejected Marseille bid for Mopai because if you look at that guy, Marseille is also building, but we're going to go to France a little bit. But before we move away from England, the PFA award was awarded yesterday, and Phil Foden won that award. Phil Foden won the men's player of the season of the PFA player of the season, and Palmer won the young player of the season, and for the second division, Somerville won the championship player of the season.
Welcome to West Ham, man.
Any contention with these 3 awards, guys?
No
Somerville for
contention.
Leicester, for Leeds United last season. I can't debate it. He was one of the best players in that Leeds United side. He was one of the best players in the championship. But for the PFA Player of the Year,
No, for the one, the other one.
it
the
pained
end of
me.
the
Oh.
year.
It pained me because you
Who
have
were
a,
you looking to win it in the first place?
there's some names on that book that are not there. Come on, they have an Oli Watkins that was not even in the final third. When you look at the ranking so far, after the whole listing, Oli Watkins didn't make. Come on, you have to ask a question. There's a question mark to that award, and you have to ask those questions.
Okay, the team of the season, when they gave the award, Israel was the keeper. He won the best keeper. That's probably settles the debate
Yeah, he
between
won the
Raya.
Golden Globe also
Raya,
last
yeah,
season.
Raya and Ramsdale. That probably solved that problem. In defense, they have Saliba, Van Dijk, Gabriel, and Walker. In midfield, you have Rodri, Rice, and Odegaard. In striker, you have Haaland, Watkins, and Foden. That makes up the first 11 for that award. Okay, guys, let's move away from England. Then let's move to France, because something is happening in France. There is a rumor that PSG have agreed to sign Atlanta's Lookman. You know, PSG has been quiet for some time now. Probably they need an attacker because Ramos got injured and he's going to be out for like 3 or 4 months. But the rumor yesterday is that they are looking to sign Atlanta. That means they are not actually looking to sign Osimhen again. They are looking to sign Lookman.
Which means what the coach said about 2-3 months ago stands. He said he needs a technical forward, not someone who can just stay in the box and tap in. He wants someone to build with the team.
But if you ask me, looking at the team, who is the player in that side that is proficient or more proficient than Victor Osimhen scoring?
I mean, coming back to build with the team, I think he has that in other players, and maybe I think that's what he was looking at when he said he doesn't want Osimhen 3 or 4 months ago, and I think that was what actually led to the breaking down of discussions between PSG and Napoli for Victor Osimhen's signature. But again, I think Ademola Lookman, after seeing him play for Leipzig, Leicester City, and other teams around the world, and now at Atlanta, I felt like he's one of these players that should be playing for a big team, a big team, a top team that could be winning trophies maybe year in, year out. And I think PSG is just that team, or perhaps not. But I think in this situation now, he should probably keep his low head. If he wants to stay at Atlanta, stay and fight. I'm seeing Atlanta come up very strong in this Serie A season. I'm just saying Gasperini is cooking, and
I think if he goes to PSG, at least he's guaranteed the league.
no,
Probably. I mean, okay, Marseille is cooking.
Yeah,
Marseille is cooking.
Marseille is cooking, yes,
cooking,
but
but
2
you
years
understand.
in 2 or 3 years, he has 2
Regardless,
trophies.
yeah.
Yes, we know that. But for this season, it's better you do. You know why Victor Osimhen is been sang those songs of praises every time is because when Napoli needed someone to get on the score sheet and get them a trophy, Victor Osimhen's name was on that list of songs they were singing. So I think if this could happen in Atlanta side and there's another Nigerian there to do the same magic for Atlanta, cook with Gasperini and get the Serie A, get the Scudetto, then I think he would be pictured there as one of the club's legend, not just go to PSG and say they don't win them before, making just follow for people join their winner. So I think he should cook as well with Atlanta.
Okay, the news again coming from PSG is that West Ham want to sign Carlos Sola from PSG.
If they sign starting 11 finish, they go win league. First week, una go back to back Europa competition. Una sakam. Now this man we don't feel for Real Madrid, feel for Sevilla, still feel as Spanish coach. The one they sign all these first 11 give. I'm happy when people say sign player. I'm looking at team manage their squad and sign where they lack. West Ham from last season did not struggle anywhere in the pitch. Now you say you don't want Zuma, fine. The club already brought in Max Kilman, and Todibo. Good to replace Zuma and maybe one other player. Now they're saying they want Agard out. So fine, you've brought in 2 defenders to replace these people. Me, normally I don't like Kufar. So Wan-Bissaka coming in to replace Kufar, excellent signing. But you let a Ben Johnson go for free, a right back as well that could come in and play as a defensive midfielder. Let him go for free. Now you've signed 11. You're about to sign 11 players like Chelsea did in their first season, where after this guy took over, after Todd Boehly took over, you're signing 11 players, and against Aston Villa you could not create up to 10 chances. You could not hit up to 5 shots on target mark, and you want to still sign another midfielder. Now midfield you want to chop. There's enough midfielders in that side. This guy is not going to face any sanctions yet. No, though we know the case is still pending. Paqueta. So the only thing I need is someone that could come in and replace Paqueta fine in that side. Not multiple signings. There's a what's it called Maxwell.
Yeah,
Maxwell Cornet. Maxwell Cornet. There's an Alvarez in midfield. There's a the most successful dribbles in the Premier League last season, Mohamed Kudus, the guy from Ghana. There's a Jared Bowen. There's an Antonio who can bully defenders. Now you brought in a Fulkrug. Definitely you need competition in the top 9 position, but you're bringing in many other players that I'm not sure if they would fit into. See, as in
no offense.
I think
West Ham
calm down.
The
No, so
bane of
calm
this
down. No, so
problem
calm down.
is the fact that West Ham left a manager that develops player and one that buys.
And fails. After buying, he fails because this man has bought in Real Madrid and failed.
Okay, let's see what happens when if they are going to sign Carlos from PSG. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
See, I'm not saying buying these players are bad though, but individually, all these players, because I was talking to John the other day, all these players in their rights are good players.
Okay, let's see what happens if West Ham is going to get them. It's probably going to be a -1 for PSG when they move away, when Carlos moves away from PSG. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, I think we can't hear you very well. Okay, remember guys, you are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, we have one comment here. Alamechi is saying Butch has signed with Fulham already. When we are talking about
your loss for Man United,
we are talking about that when we talked about Manchester. He's moving to. Okay, let's move to Serie A because things are happening in Serie A. Napoli is still working on the Lukaku deal. They are working on Gilmore's deal. Now they are not asking for Amrabat from Fiorentina. They are asking the question. They want to know the situation, if he's still going to Manchester United or if he's staying. Like if he's not going, that they would love to have him in that team.
This is good news for me.
Man, you have market. This guy is 15 million, and he gave you the FA Cup. Bring him in. It's 15 million. Pay the 15 million. Now they're going for another loan spell and pay 10 million. So you're dropping the price.
Fiorentina, you are seeing people that have money. You know, they are ready to do business. So Manchester United,
to be honest, yeah, Napoli is not ready to do business because Napoli was also bidding for about 7 or 8 million, which is less than what is being offered to Man United.
8 million upfront as against loan with no compulsion.
Against loan with compulsion of 10 million. That's what Man United are going for this time. I think the last time was loan with 15 million, and he came for 1 year and he's gone back to Fiorentina. Now it's about loan with 10 million, which means the price drops to 10 million. But Napoli is looking at a compulsory buyer with a 7 million bid, and I think they don't want to sell him for that price because it's too poor for a player like Sofian Amrabat. But Billy Gilmore was as a result of Scott McTominay saying he wants to stay at Man United and fight for his place in the team. And I think it's good to see when a player says, this is what I want to stay there. And the board listens, the coach listens and say, okay, fine, you're no longer up for sale. I think that should be the case with, this Chelsea lad now. Because he said he wants to stay and fight, and yet they're not even listening to his plea. They want to just make money off him, Connor. So I think with Scotty saying he wants to stay, I think Billy is another player that could need that experience with big teams, and I think he should go to Napoli and get on Scotty. This Billy is a hustler. I think.
So Amrabat going to Manchester United or
should
Napoli? Which one will he choose?
For Ten Hag and his style of play, I think Amrabat is good to go at Man United.
I think Amrabat is the only person that have the decision in this place now, because you've been at Manchester. You see, one thing clubs fail to understand is you make these decisions, but at the end of the day, they can always come back to bite you. If Amrabat doesn't feel valued by Manchester United, okay, you brought him on as a loan with an option to buy. You didn't exercise that option because he wasn't. Let me say, you had the liberty not to. And now you're looking at, because you don't want to spend money, you're now considering him as an option again, permanent transfer. I think Manchester United are hedging their bets with Amrabat. And at the end of the day, Amrabat has to look himself in the mirror and ask himself one simple question: how long do you want to keep playing this game, hoping for Manchester United? And he has to make a decision for himself.
Okay, let's see how that develops, if he's going to be moving to Manchester United or if he's going to move into Napoli. Remember that Osimhen is still at Napoli. They are still trying to find a solution once that Lukaku deal, because Lukaku deal and Osimhen deal, they are two separate deals for Chelsea and Napoli. They don't want a swap deal. They want to deal with them in separately. So let's see how that develops with Napoli. Napoli should be doing well in the Serie A. They lost that first game in the Serie A. Okay, let's move over to Como, because Como is trying to sign Sergio Roberto from Barcelona. You remember Barcelona let him go on a free. His contract finished, so they decided not to renew with one of their captains. So Como is trying to buy. Como is buying all the old players around the world. I think they are trying to survive.
See, it's not about survive. I think I've seen the Como side now, and you look at the list of young players. I think they have about 28 young players from the side, and they just need. They have the players for the future. They just need the experienced ones to come and mold these players into champions. And when I saw the first game against Moscow Juventus, I saw the two coaches, old-time friends, old-time rivals, come out to the pitch. I saw when some of the players went back on injury, especially the likes of Varane, and after that, I felt like these young players can give in a performance. They just need to be molded into the champions that they are meant to be, because when they played, though they lost that goal by multiple goals, I think 4-0, but
3-0.
Now look at the way they played. They played with their hearts on the field. They played with intention to win that game, though they were playing against Juventus. So you know that pressure of I'm playing against a big team kind of run them down. But they came and they gave a performance and they lost that game. But you say they need to bring in these old players to help these young lads learn. And I think it's a good way to go as a starting coach. You blend experience and youth, and you get a good result.
You think that Como can survive Serie A this season?
Definitely. Why not?
Okay, let's see how that develop. Okay, the final news coming out from Serie A is that Juventus are in advanced talk to sign Nico Gonzalez from Fiorentina. Let's see how that develops, and let's hope the transfer goes through, because Serie A is going to be interesting because everybody is trying to buy. Everybody's even
first week, just two people in top two.
So
I think it was Atlanta and Juventus first and second. Then the rest is just one point.
So let's see how that develops. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for all our comments, people that join us on our YouTube channel. Remember, we are live every day, Monday to Saturday, on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. That's our YouTube handle. You can join us every day, watch us, and drop your comments. We're reading your comments live here in the studio. My name is Godwin, and tomorrow we will bring you other transfers. Probably Chelsea will conclude their deals and start talking about Osimhen. So tomorrow we'll talk more transfers and more games. Remember, Chelsea is going to play in their conference, start their conference league tomorrow. We are going to talk about that. They are playing a team that is, I don't even know their names, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay, we have one final comment on our YouTube channel. Nick is saying, Sir Alex Ferguson, Pep Guardiola, and Ancelotti are at the highest tier managers. So they are the three. He thinks that they are the top three managers. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. My name is Godwin, and have a lovely day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.
Sports. Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State Governor has sentenced the electricity bureau.
Gospel.
And let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
Awesome programs exclusively on
Volt 104.3 FM.
I still got you.